Alright guys, here's the menu of the JVC RS2000. You can see we have our specs on what's being input into the system. We're using HDMI number 1. We're using the full 4000 pixels native 4K at 12-bit. We're using BT2020 HDR10, and JVC does this, Sony doesn't. It's doing 1004 at 211 nits, and you can see I've put an hour on the lamp. Now let me go through some of the other settings. You can see this does have a trigger. It has a timer, eco mode, network, high altitude mode. You can reset your lamp here. Back color, menu. I mean, a lot of this stuff isn't really important. Installation mode. This is super cool. So this is something that comes on the RS1000 and 2000. Of course the 3000, but you can come in here and preset your different calibrations based on if you're doing widescreen or if you're doing standard normal full screen Cinescope 16:9, and you can save that dependent on what movie you're watching, so that you can quickly toggle. Well, we'll do it for you if we're the installers, or you can have your local installer do it, or you can go on the remote and do it. But we'll put on our customers' remotes a little toggle between the two formats, so you'll either have the bars to the side if you're doing Cinescope, or if you have a 16:9 screen like we have here, you'll have bars top and bottom. But you can maximize your viewing experience quickly with these different modes. And if you go in here, there's 10 different modes. And get out of there, and you can save them and copy them and whatever. Lens control. This is something that JVC's had in their projectors a while, but basically you can come in and motorize with the remote here. You can adjust your image to get it aligned properly. It has also a test pattern which helps with that. You can see I did a very sloppy alignment just because I'm working with so many projectors today. Pixel adjust. This is something that you're probably not gonna get into. Masking. There's certain times where you may need to apply a mask. You can also, these projectors can be used with anamorphic lens attachments. So you have a few different formats, and basically it's just stretching your image and brightening it up. In most cases with the RS1000 and 2000, you're not going to be utilizing that just because the anamorphic lenses are a little bit pricey. Screen adjust. You can come in here and adjust your screen as needed. Installation style. So as soon as you go and mount this projector to the ceiling, you're going to need to flip your image over. Keystone, pincushion aspect. Hopefully you're not touching these settings if you did your installation properly. On the aspect, I'm wondering what formats they have there. Zoom and native, you're going to leave it on auto. Now, input level, color space, 3D settings, HDR settings. I'll show you what's in here. You're more than likely not going to make any adjustments on these. But here, underneath your gamma settings, this is something that is really cool that JVC has, and this is the auto tone mapping that I was discussing earlier. So you can come in here and adjust your tone mapping, which is basically going to make your picture brighter as you go to the right and darker as you go to your left. Now, if you're looking for a reference and you've bought this projector from us, what I've found, and talking to the JVC reps earlier today, I've spent about 10 hours messing with these projectors, all of them combined. So I found that this JVC performs really well if you give it a 3 to the right bump on your mapping level, and then it actually makes it a little bit bright, too bright, And getting your contrast level correct is all about balancing brightness and contrast. So then if you go down 2 levels on the brightness, it gives you a really bright image but really rich contrast. These are 2 really quick settings I found that really have helped give the JVC projectors an edge over the Sony projectors. This is just a quick little brief overview of the menus of the JVC RS1000 and 2000. I hope this helps you guys.